As you can see here, we have a pattern which consists of many rectangles. If you notice carefully, you'll see that the breadth of all these rectangles is the same. They all have a breadth of 1 unit. But their length is different. The first one has length A, next one length A plus D, then A plus 2D, and so on till A plus n minus 1D. Do you notice any pattern between these rectangles? If you guess that they are in arithmetic progression, also called AP, then you're correct. So to the length of each rectangle, if you add D, then you get the next rectangle, right? So to A we add D and we get A plus D, then again we add D and get A plus 2D, and so on till we reach the last rectangle, which is A plus n minus 1D. Today, what we want to do is to find out the sum of all these terms which are in arithmetic progression. And the sum of the terms is nothing but the area of all these rectangles. So the area of this full blue figure will give us the sum of the terms. But it's not very easy to find the area of this blue figure. So let's try and do something interesting. Let us convert this blue figure somehow into a rectangle. So notice what I'm doing and see if you can figure out any pattern. So I am adding rectangles to convert the blue figure into a rectangle now. Now, if you notice, you'll see we've got a rectangle. And this whole brown figure is exactly the same as the blue figure. So, the rectangle consists of two same APs. So, if we find the area of the rectangle and we divide it by 2, we will get the area of only the blue figure or only the brown figure, right? So how do we find the area of the rectangle? Area of the rectangle will be L into B, length into breadth. What is the breadth of this rectangle? You see, the breadth of each individual one is 1 unit. So the total breadth of the big rectangle will be 1 plus 1 plus 1, so on n times, which is nothing but n. And what is the length? If you notice, this brown one has a length A, and this blue one below it has a length A plus n minus 1D. So the length of this whole big rectangle will be nothing but A plus n minus 1D. So A plus n minus 1 into D. And this is nothing but 2A plus n minus 1 into D, right? Wow! So now we've got the area of the rectangle. And to find the area of only the blue part or only the brown part, we just need to divide it by 2. And having divided by 2, we get 2A plus n minus 1D into n by 2 as the formula for the sum of all these blue rectangles, which is nothing but the sum of n terms of an AP. Wow, wasn't that interesting? You've just figured out how we can get the formula.